This is what I say to the people who say they can't get a good leg workout at home. But seriously, this is a leg workout you've been looking for. Now let's get started. Okay, for this workout, you're gonna need a tube style band. That's gonna be the ones with handles, and a loop style band. This will give you a complete workout with your legs. Now there are two things that are optional that I highly recommend. First, you want to make sure that you get some good gloves, because when you're using high resistance with legs, they tend to eat the hands a little bit. So I recommend some gloves. The ones that I'm using, I have a link in the description below. And also the Clench fitness foot plate. This will make it so that when you're doing things like squats or lunges, you can really get really good resistance through the equivalent of using weights in the gym. So this is something here that I also have. Check out the review I did for it. And I also have a link for the foot plate. Now, if all you have is the resistance bands, that's all you need to complete the workout today. All right, so we're gonna begin by using our tube style band and putting the anchor at the bottom of the door, just like so. And we're gonna grab our handles and put them around our shoulders just like this. We're gonna step forward here. And what you wanna do is make sure that your feet are kind of bowed out a little bit, because this is what's going to angle your knees outward, and this is going to make it so that our knees squat down safely without putting pressure on our tendons. Okay, so now we have our resistance. We're going to go ahead and squat down and come back up. All right, now you want to make sure those feet are shoulder width apart and you're coming forward. Now with this one, we're having a slight lean forward because we're focusing on the quads. Now, if you need some more resistance, go ahead and just take a little half step forward, and you want to come forward, squat down, and back up. All right? Now, I want you to notice how my heels are planted. Now, what you should be feeling is that you're pushing off of the mid portion of your foot with your heels down. That way we can make sure that we have even pressure all the way through, and we can focus on the legs. All right? So we're just going down and we're squeezing, just like this, right there at the top, okay? Going down and squeezing. I want you to imagine that you're sitting in a chair and you're coming back up, just like that, all right? In a chair and back up. You're gonna hear people say that you need to go as low as possible. I don't recommend that. Go low down till you're sitting in a chair and you're coming up, just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our Clench fitness foot plate here. As I said before, you don't need this to do the exercise, but it helps a lot, all right? And we're gonna get our bands. If you have the Clench fitness foot plate, I want you to grab 2 bands of the same resistance. I'm gonna use these purple ones here. I have the resistance up on the screen, and we're gonna put it in our grooves here, right here. That's a good thing about it. It prevents the bands from sliding, and it gives us a good platform to push off of. And with this, you can really go high in resistance if you're more experienced, all right? Now, we're gonna grab our 2 little straps, and we're just gonna put them on like we're putting on some suspenders here. So we're just gonna put this around our shoulder. There we go. All right. Whoop. Okay, gotta get the microphone ready in place. All right. And so as we see here, we're gonna go ahead, just like how we got suspenders on here, and we're gonna squat down and come straight up, just like that, okay? Now I have on the side of the screen how you can do this the alternative way if you don't have the foot plate. Now all the technique I'm gonna say applies the same. We're gonna keep our heels down. We're coming down like we're sitting in a chair. That last exercise was focusing more on the quads. This is the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, the calves, and that's why I like it so much. All right, so we're coming up and we're squeezing right there at the top at our toughest point, okay? And if you're looking for a set of good loop bands, I highly recommend the Clench fitness bands. Check out my review and you'll see why. Okay, now once we're done with that, hey, if you're enjoying what you're seeing and you're sweating like me and you're beat, hit that like button so that way I can make more workouts just like this that you want to see. Now back to the video. We're gonna put our toes in together here with our feet, okay? And we're gonna move up and squeeze those calves, just like that. Just a couple of calf raises. Good transition right into the foot plate. I have that alternative right there on the screen. If you're following along and you don't have that clench foot plate yet, just like that. All right, let's take these suspenders off. Okay, so next we're gonna get our Clench Fitness foot plate, and we're gonna make sure that we take one band and we're just gonna put it through this first groove here. All right, just like so. And remember, I do have the alternative up there. You don't need the plate, but it helps out a lot. And then we're just gonna grab these loops here, just like handles. Now we're gonna put our foot forward here, our front leg, the back one back just like this, and we're gonna come down and squeeze up, okay? Just like that. Working out those legs individually with lunges here, okay? Yeah, if you have that foot plate at home, don't be afraid to go in high resistance here, all right? It's gonna be a great workout. Now you wanna make sure that that back foot is planted here, okay? And that's where you want the pressure when you're coming up, okay? That back leg is just for support, for balance. And then we're gonna switch it up after we do about 8 to 10 reps. And we're coming up just like this. And speaking of reps, if you wanna learn more about sets and reps and what I recommend, go ahead and check out this video. And I explain the sets and reps a little bit better. Just like that. Okay, if this is your first time tuning into the workout, this is a part of a series. So if you wanna work out your other body parts, go ahead and click that playlist. I'll leave a link in the description below. It looks like this here, and you can work out your entire body. Now back to the workout. Oh, hello up there. We're gonna get down on the ground to begin our next exercise. So we're gonna grab our band, and we're just gonna double it up like so. And we're gonna put it around our feet. We're gonna spread those legs out. We're gonna make sure that they're over the toes. All right, let me scoot back a little bit, make sure you can see my toes. Okay, all right, put it over the top, and then we're gonna press forward just like this. This is really gonna help the tibia part of the muscle, and that's right in front of the calves, the front part of our foot, above our ankles, and it's really gonna strengthen up that area. Now with a combination of your calves, it's gonna make your legs look so good on the beach. If you find this exercise difficult, you don't have to double band it. You can just put it with a single band, and you're coming through just like that. But if you've been doing this for a while, and you're a part of the Discipline Dave Army, guess what? Time to double band it. Yeah, okay? If you're a double bander, leave a comment and say, hey, Discipline Dave, I've reached double band status. Boom. All right, now I want you to put it down and hold, just like so. All right, now we're not done yet. We're gonna toss that band a little bit, and we're gonna make sure that we lay flat, put our hands down like this, and we're gonna do some bridges by bracing up just like this. All right, so we're gonna come down, and we're gonna squeeze right here with the butt, right here, really working out our glutes and our hamstrings, okay? Nice and slow, up, squeeze. The key to this exercise is to squeeze, okay? Keep those heels planted. You don't want to be up on your toes. Keep them planted. Down, up, and squeeze. And if you don't know already, this workout is part of a playlist to work out your entire body. So what I want you to do right after this is go ahead and click this playlist right over here, and that way you can work your entire body. And YouTube says you're gonna like this video a lot. So go ahead and click that, and I'll see you with the next workout.